Hey everyone, welcome to Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon
and me, Banshee. Welcome to our first Super Tarot Love Month show.
Well, yes, officially it is, yes.
Officially,
although there has been a little bit of content fluttering around out there. If you might have noticed, we earlier dropped our Super Bowl prediction.
Hey, good evening, Real Life Vlog. Welcome back.
That was around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's also been some Valentine haiku that I wrote. And what else?
And stuff. And I finally got a couple of poems done. We also did our Super Bowl prediction today.
Yeah, I just mentioned it. It was at 3 o'clock.
At 3 o'clock it came out. I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens this year. But, you know, it is Tom Brady after all. So I think that's the way it's going to go.
And happy birthday, Mama T.
Yes, you are going to be at the top of the list, Mama T. But first, we got some little business to take care of. And as a matter of fact, Mama T is in one of these drawings. So basically, I have a random number generator up on my computer, which I have over here. And I'm using my tablet, which, by the way, do I have live chat up? I do. Okay. So anyway, we got these decks to give away that we had to give away on Facebook and Twitter. So the first thing I want to do is announce the one for Facebook. Some lucky person was going to get the Night Sun Tarot by Fabio Listrani is the artist. It's the mini deck. And we offered that up on Facebook. Sadly, we only had one person there who followed the rules.
Automatic winner.
But happily, they're an automatic winner, and there's somebody we all know. Congratulations, Angel Rivera, who may not be watching tonight, but you have won the Night Sun Tarot.
Awesome. Congratulations.
And we did not get any non-U.S. subscribers on Facebook to respond, so no reading will be given out this drawing. But we've got some things going on Twitter here, so we're going to move on. We did have a few more entrants on Twitter, Mr. O. And so I think what I'm going to do is...
Talk about the prize?
I think what I'm going to do is do the drawing for the tarot reading first. It's a 6-card reading, I believe.
Okay.
We'll look that up. I just don't have that info in front of me. Or maybe I do. Let me double check my list on Word. No, I don't have it down there. Okay. So anyway, I don't want to look at the list. There are 2 names for the reading, non-U.S. people. And I'm going to draw a random number between 1 and 2 here. And I'm not going to look, but I'm going to click my screen to generate it. Right now I'm looking at the camera. And I'm looking, and it's number 2.
Number 2 tries harder.
So that is, let me see if I can pull up my list. That is Robin D53, also known as Aries Fire Tarot.
Ooh,
whoa!
Congratulations.
A fellow Aries, too. Congratulations.
Right.
You
Aries
won a
Fire
reading
Tarot.
from us. And we'll be in touch.
All right. Whoops, I guess you want that.
Okay, so number 2, our second drawing for Twitter involved the mini version of the Tarot of the White Cats. I really love this deck myself. I used to use it a lot. The original, the bigger version. So on that list, we have a total of, I'm just going to look quickly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 names. And I'm going to minimize that. And so I've got to put a number in between 1 and 5 on my random number generator. And I'm not going to look. Wait, I am going to look a minute. I got to get it on generate. Okay, I'm not going to look. I push the button. And it's number 5. Okay.
All right.
Let me see.
Number 5.
it's Chair Manual 68, also known as the Zozo Zedrock, I think.
Congratulations.
Or
Zozo.
Taliesin, I've seen him
Gerald.
use that name. Wow, so he has one of
Fantastic.
3 reading. He's somebody who bought a
No,
reading.
he won this.
Oh, I'm sorry. He has he has won the Tarot of the White Cats from us.
Congratulations.
Good grief, I lost myself there. I'm sorry.
So
We're
we
done.
will work out those details later. We know where to find you, everyone.
So, hey. Oh, Aries Fire Tarot's here.
All right, congratulations.
Congrats to you. You are our winner. We will be in touch with you. You could DM us and let us know if you are interested in a video, a private video reading, or an email reading. Your choice. So we will be in touch.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Okay, so...
So, hey, let's see here. What do we got going? Let's go with Mama T, because no matter who's on this list, Mama T has a birthday, and we are going to do the birthday spread for her today. Oh, nice going. Nice going. Out, out, out. That's it for you. You know what? I'm going to put my computer back up here as a barrier.
That was a real flash there.
He always does that. So, Mama T, birthday girl, this is the reading spread we have for you, the way it generally is laid, but of course we're making it with the room we have here. Also, I haven't done our card for the collective, but I think we'll do the birthday reading first. Let's
Absolutely.
just roll.
Let's do it.
Do you have a deck? How about you use your mermaid deck?
I got it right here.
Okay. I knew you had it. We haven't even introduced our deck yet. I mean, our decks. We're all messed up.
We're just going to economize and save time
Yeah.
due to all of the expansive flutter at the beginning here. I'm using my Mermaid Tarot. Tarot of the Mermaids. It's a Los Scarabo deck.
Oh, yeah, well, guys, I'm going through some intense health issues myself right now, so everybody just try to stay safe and healthy as you can out here in this crazy world. All right.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out when I'm going to get a shot, and I'm so worried about my own health now that we're open again to the public.
Okay, I cut. So, all right, Mama T, let's see what we've got cooking here. Okay, lessons you've learned in the past year regarding your, your wishes, your desires, your goals.
It's the reversed chariot.
I think you've learned the lessons of, that things don't always happen as fast as we would like, That things take time and sometimes they just are stagnant, delayed. And we have to learn how to work with those periods. And I think you've been getting some lessons in that in the last year. Periods of when things just aren't going, as smoothly towards your goals as you would like.
And a lot of this was just basically about your motivation. You really didn't have any drive in this time period we're talking about. Or you just really felt that someone else was driving the boat and it wasn't you.
All right, so the second card is the last 3 to 4 months. What has been happening regarding your wish or dreams, goals, desires? The High Priestess. Upright. It seems as though, you've been getting more in tune with things lately. You've been maybe understanding things more on a more spiritual or a more psychic level.
Basically, your focus over the last couple of months, as we're indicating, has been more about you attempting to study wisdom, the wisdom that's already within yourself, as well as what you're able to see out there. And it's also, too, about how you really see yourself dispensing it, too, because you feel also called to maybe be wise towards others.
So future trends, what do the next 6 months hold for you in regards to your wish?
And it's the Ace of Cups or Chalices reversed. They just have a giant old seashell there.
Well, it seems like the next 3 to 4 months are going, or the next 6 months, are going to be still struggling. You're not feeling the joy, and it's possible that maybe the joy is there, but you're just not feeling it. You're not opening to it
What's the position again?
the next 6 months?
Right. It seems like some things are about to begin, but they have a feeling of dubiousness about them. They're mostly talking about what you're trying to do to achieve your realm of pleasure, trying to move yourself ahead and feel good emotionally. You're just going to find that it's not going to be an even keel. It's not the worst thing possible. It just might take a little bit longer for it to get going.
So that was 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obstacles to overcome in the next year. Ways in which you can obtain your desires.
And that's the reverse 2 of chalices or cups.
Well, I think it's going to require teamwork, and maybe people being on the same page. You have a significant other. Are you in alignment, with where you see things going, where things need to go?
It basically says that in this time period, the obstacles are basically you're going to be working with how you kind of round out a lot of the parameters. Things have changed a little bit, and where you each want to balance things. Who does more, who does less, who does what's more important, that kind of thing. And also to some degree, your emotional sensibility of each other too, how well you're harmonizing. These are going to be very important challenges for you to make sure you're really doing it.
And progress towards achieving your wish by year's end.
And we have a lot of cups here. This is the reverse Knight of Chalices. And I'm just going to go out there and say, what is it? Progress?
Yeah, progress made.
Things are going to be slow, topsy-turvy. There's going to be ups and downs, and it's going to feel like maybe you might feel like you or someone else is working too hard on trying to be emotionally resilient, responsive, resonant, etc. And so maybe the idea really is to not try so hard. Let it happen more naturally.
Yeah, I also think that it just seems like this is a little bit of a roller coaster for you this year, more emotionally than anywhere else. So, I think you're going to have to focus on your emotional well-being and making sure, that you take time for yourself. And ultimately, where will you be by your next birthday?
And that one is the upright 7 of Pentacles.
I think you're in a mood of pondering things, where to go from here. It seems as though it's still a work in progress by your next birthday, but it seems as though you're now looking at all the hard work and everything you put into something, and is it going to pay off? Now you're wondering what next steps you need to take.
Right, this is exactly right here. About a year from now, what you will find is that you really have brought things about as far as you can on one particular level, but there is another level, and so you're going to be looking at the idea of really forging ahead, because if you don't, you may waste some opportunities. So really, you're going to just try to find focus in the next year, because much of what you're trying is happening, but you're still not quite there yet.
I'm not going to say this is a great year. I'm not going to say it's a totally horrible year. But what I am going to say is this is a year of work on the self, work on self-attitude, and trying to bring back some joy into your life, even amidst difficulties, because it does seem like it's going to be a slow go, but some progress is going to be achieved by year's end. It's just, though, feels still incomplete.
Right, and I'm kind of struck by the fact that half of the cards are cups and they're all reversed. So this sort of suggests, uneasy waters. It doesn't suggest horrible waters or overflowing waters, but it just sort of talks about some of the challenges or some of the road towards getting there, especially with that knight in the one instance there. But the High Priestess really says that you've tapped into something different recently, or you've went deeper than you have before, and this can continue for you, and it will probably bring advice and good choices. Agree
with that. Yeah.
All right.
So that's what we have for you. Hey, we give you a free birthday wish, but we can't guarantee what it's gonna say.
This is
but I think that, like I said, there's just some work to be done, and be up for the challenge, Mama T. And happy birthday to you.
All right, happy birthday, Mama T.
All right then.
So let's do a quickie collective thought of the day, since we didn't do it.
Really quickly from my goofy little, sorry, Affirmators Love and Relationships deck, of course, because
Super Tarot Love
Super
Month.
Tarot Love Month. So we'll start with this one. I've got a few different oracles I'm going to cycle through in the live streams. This is just a card for the collective. Mr. O will
they're really
draw
kind
it.
of-
Careful.
Seems
They're
like it's
sticky.
drawn to him, but I
Well,
think,
and I couldn't spread them
I
right.
want
I'm
this one.
sorry.
and it's read upright,
Yes.
and it's boundaries.
Ooh.
I claim my right to set healthy boundaries, and I allow others to do the same. Sometimes personal space is taken, and sometimes it's given. And sometimes if you're on the subway, it's completely disregarded and shamelessly invaded. I guess it depends on the day.
So we got to set some boundaries. Hey, in the love relationship department. Let's
Yes.
keep that in mind. I know that's not always something people think about.
Yeah, it reminds me of an old 60s tune. Don't sleep in the subway, darling. Dionne Warwick. I think it was a Burt Bacharach tune.
All right, so we're going to get going with readings. And
Oh,
what
thank
decks-
you, Mama T. Mama T just gave an endorsement for Goth
Oh.
Tarot, which was on yesterday.
Awesome. Thank
It's
you.
a short collective reading that explores the shadow side. Thank you for mentioning that.
All right, so what decks do you have besides the Mermaid
Well, I thought we
Tarot?
were going to just catch up on the run, but I also have my Cat People Tarot.
Okay.
And then I have the amazing Karma Music Tarot.
And Gina's here.
Page of Wands. I love this deck.
Well, I have the True Love Tarot by Monty Farber and Amy Zerner.
Ah,
And there is the Ace of... Wings.
I see. That reminds me of that song that I hear around Halloween time. Goth Girl.
Which the wings are, I believe, air. So I'm trying to look at these again and remind myself. There's roses, which is definitely wands. All right, we'll get to that. That's a tricky deck. I also brought out my... Well, we won't show the backs of these cards yet. They're a little revealing. But they're the Tarot Sutra deck that I have. And it's really kind of cool. Nice little just a Rider-Waite style deck.
So if you got pearls, clutch them.
And finally, I've got Chris Waldher's Lover's Path Tarot, and there's the King of Arrows. All right.
So what's up? Who's
Who's on the list? Oh, my
Who's on the
goodness.
list?
And I do have a Lenormand, by the way. I'm going to be using the, oh gosh, I have to separate them because I have a second deck, but I'm not using it. The Dreaming Way Lenormand, which is kind of nice for this time of year. All right, let's rock and roll. I think I've got everybody on the list. We have Mama T went first. So now we have My Sweet Christina, and then Libra Cusp, Angel Mary, Acel, Real Life Log, Gina, and Aries Fire Tarot. Did you want a reading tonight, or were you just here to find the winner? Either way is fine. So...
Oh, this is such an interesting question.
Whoa!
Whoa! You know, it's funny you mention that because I have kind of taken a shine to you in a way, so who knows, eh? How about the Karma Music Tarot for that one?
Sure. Wow, fascinating. All right, let's see if what we get. I don't know how we're going to do this one.
We know we were connected, as that people have heard us blather about that endlessly in probably a number of lifetimes. We think we've been siblings a number of times, as well as married before or in other relationships.
I brought up the conversation hearts, and in answer to that comment he made, it says, yes. Yes.
All right, how indeed were we connected?
How are we going to do this? Just roll 3?
Just roll 3 and see what it gets us. Could be weird.
Okay.
So is it really true? How were we connected? Okay, the star.
Wow. Definitely seems like a spiritual connection.
Yeah, it does right away. Then the 7 of Wands. And they're all upright. And then the 9 of Cups.
What the heck? We were connected in a good way, I think, most definitely. Spiritually rewarding. It seems as though, I don't know, what do you make of that 9 of Cups? I mean, the 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment.
I'm getting the feeling like we were like either whoever of us was, or maybe we all were in some sort of priestly order or some sort of situation where we were advocates for people. Maybe we were in positions where we helped people who were needy or homeless. So if we weren't exactly clergy, maybe we worked with a government or some sort of body to help people out. Some of this does seem like maybe it was spiritual counseling.
Oh, it was definitely like, and that might be where even the priestly comes in. But I see where you're getting advocating, standing tall for others from that 7 of Wands.
So I wonder if you were a member of our order and worked with us, if you had the same aspirations. I don't think you were somebody that we ministered to necessarily or that interacted with in some other way. I sort of feel like we were in this order.
Well, that's the only thing I can think of here is that it was either one or both of us in this order, or, all 3 of us.
Take care, Real Life Vlog.
Oh, okay. Take care.
Thanks for coming.
Hey, good seeing you. All right. Well, definitely check in.
I have to catch up with you about something, so I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. So, I was just going to say that, maybe it's possible that we gave you a helping hand that really, really propelled you forward to become successful in life. I see that as a possibility too.
Oh, that maybe somehow our contact elevated you to be this more successful person. Could be that too. So you could take your pick.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a little bit of both. Who knows?
Yeah. So, all right.
Thank you.
Let me try. I don't know what the Lenormand can add to a reading like this, but let's see. Mm-hmm. Let's give it a shot.
Mostly I want to pick your head about what you said about the vaccine if you're still here. So maybe you can help me because I'm wondering if it's going to work out for me.
All right, here we go. Again, this was like us together, it was like a gift. There was just like a positive movement, moving forward, getting acclaim. This was just a very positive experience. I can't find any flaws here whatsoever, my sweet Christina.
I'm beginning to think it may more likely be what she's saying, but I'm also wondering too if maybe we were in an order and we prepared you to go out and found your own order or do your own similar kind of work.
Because I was thinking that too, and
that's
I
what
saw
these
the
are bringing
rider.
to me, right? Excuse me.
Right, because that could be the bouquet can also be like acclaim, awards, like a degree even. And the rider is moving out into the world or moving. It's somebody moving or information moving. So I think he could have it there. That was very good, Mr. O.
We might have been mentors or priest types that brought you along, brought you up into the order, so you could establish, a colony or a sect or something like that.
Hey, that was a fun question.
It was fun too.
I feel like something now, something connected. Oh my.
All right.
Libra's ready. What is coming towards me?
And you're welcome too, my sweet Christina.
You're welcome. After Libra's, Angel Mary, Acel, and then Gina, and if Aries Fire is still here.
All right, so
We got a short night tonight.
Which deck?
Oh, let's use something not too well, let's use the Tarot Sutra. Whoops, where's my mind? Okay.
Indeed. And there will be another edition of Valentine's Verses on Twitter and Facebook this Saturday, and this will be a haiku written by the Banshee. We're going to do those twice a week, alternate between me and her for the weeks of February, so we'll each
May not always be haiku.
Right, it may not always be haiku. That's why I call it Valentine's Verses.
Shuffle Mr. O and Cup.
Oh, I could just shuffle these all day.
It's a nice, it is a nice deck. Don't use it much. But I almost could use
You've
it
been
as
holding back.
Wait a minute, what are we talking about here? All right, never mind. All right, so the first card, Libra Cusp, is the Three of Pentacles reversed. The second card there, what is, I see. Second card is, how interesting. They seem to contradict each other. The Sun, upright. See how they have words on them too? And if you look at them, it's really interesting. They're kind of contradictory.
Okay, we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah. And the third card is upright, and it is the Six of Wands. Well, I'll tell you what, Libra. There may be something where people aren't thinking you're at your best, I don't believe you work, I think you said. So let me just put it on a more mundane level than work. That people don't feel like you're doing something at your best, and, they're kind of picking on you for it, whether it's personal behavior or just something you're not doing, and you're going to feel kind of bad about that. But guess what? Guess who's going to come out on top in the end? Because you've got the Sun and you've got the Six of Wands. It sounds to me like you're going to be doing a victory lap. It's kind of like, don't worry about what people say or think. If you know you're doing the right thing and it's leading you where you want to go, then follow it.
This one seems to really have a progression about it. Like it just moves through them. It doesn't seem like I have to work at combining the influences here. And what I think it is you may find in this next week, or maybe it's a couple weeks even, but you may find that critics are critics and not necessarily right, and that maybe the light comes through, meaning that actually truth comes through too, so that if there are critics to how you do things, how you've handled things, no matter where they are in your life, they are false or will appear to be false. The truth will come out and you pretty much will be in charge of things going forward. Yep. So it really looks like maybe you actually make progress in a way too over whatever this issue is actually.
Okay.
So I guess we're going to do a Lenormand.
Yeah, it seems okay. Okay, I drew the 6th card first, the Sixth card, which is the cutting card. And it's like, I'll tell you what, and then there's the bear. And so when I look at these cards together and notice that the 6th card here has the point facing away from the bear, right? And I'm looking at these two cards, and I think they fall right in line here. That it seems to me somebody is just kind of trying to bring you down a peg, kind of negatively affect your empowerment, your sense of self empowerment. And they're going to fail. I feel that ultimately it's going to fail.
It's absolutely true. And whether or not you might have a mentor who might be female, maybe is older, or whether that mentor is the bear, the she bear inside of you, I agree with Banshee. I think this is really more about these go along with your letting the sun or the truth come through and let yourself reign. And that this is just really an effect that will go away, and it coincides with that criticism that you don't need to have. Or is it fair?
And here's another thing, Libra, that I could see here, is this could be just talking to you about, you know what, don't let this get to you. Don't use cutting words or negative energy to confront this, because you know you are right. And that's really all that matters, you know. Stand tall, take the victory that's yours, and don't fall into the trap of, getting bitter or sharp back at them. It's not worth it.
Agreed.
Yep. So that's what I have for you.
So best wishes as always. And that was with the Tarot
Hey, Divine
Sutra.
You. Happy Thursday to you.
Hi, Divine You.
But Angel Mary, you are up. And after Angel Mary is Acel, Gina, Aries Fire, and Divine You.
All right. So don't forget to watch my show, The Emotional Exchanges.
So, okay, Gina. If you're around when I call you and you want a reading, just let us know. We will call you. What's up?
I was mentioning my outlook on emotional exchanges. At the end, I'll have a very short little ceremony for bringing love or emotional happiness to you. It's sort of undefined, but it's just part of a set of things I'm doing through February. So watch the emotional exchanges.
So, Divine You, did you say you didn't want a reading? Things are positive. Delay is from side now. Doing the negotiations. Awesome. That's great to hear.
All right.
Okay. Angel Mary, where are you?
Yes, we're waiting for Angel Mary. I'm going to type them in.
Oh, this could be a really short night.
It could be. Yes, two people have already said maybe they won't have a reading. Well, that just means that if Angel Mary comes back, we'll get to them.
Yeah, we'll be able to get to them pretty quickly.
So who's next then?
I'm going to go down the list. Oh, okay, Divine You. I have you on there. Okay, so, but Acel, I guess you're next if Angel Mary's not responded. So, Acel, you can go ahead and type your question. And then if Gina wants a reading, Aries Fire may or may not be here. And Divine You.
I forgot to get something to drink.
Aw.
Yes. It's okay. I think I'll be okay.
No, I haven't even touched my drink yet.
Meaning you'll give it up to me?
Oh, I will not give it up to you.
I could have a sip if I was truly parched.
I could let you have a sip.
I don't need a sip.
Ah.
I'm not truly parched.
Okay. All right. So, wait a minute. We're waiting on Acel now.
Acel or Angel Mary? Oh, there's Angel Mary. Okay, a love reading?
Oh, Angel Mary wants a love reading. Okay,
yes, because
Acel.
it's what we're doing.
You'll be right after Angel Mary.
Okay, so back to me again?
Yep.
Okay, and I'm going to use the Cat People Tarot. I can pick it up off of this table.
What did I do with my other deck? Oh, there it is. Okay.
What's up?
Nothing. I have solved the mystery. Okay.
Here you go.
All right. Well, you know, we could have used one of my love decks for a love reading, but that's okay. Are you moving the microphone?
It was behind the screen there, and I just didn't know why it was there like that. I thought I didn't have it that way, but maybe because...
I wondered, but I didn't say anything. Sorry about that.
That's
I did
so
notice
like
that
you.
myself, but I thought, well, he must have put it there for a reason. Hopefully everybody can hear us.
This ended up moving over inadvertently. The mic was actually over there. You asking too many questions.
Okay. So what do we got?
All right.
Love reading for Angel Mary.
The Four of Swords.
Upright. Okay.
Death.
And Death is upright.
The reversed Queen of Pentacles.
I don't think this is a totally bad reading. I think what it's maybe indicating, Angel Mary, is that, you know what? I think you better rest up. Make sure any mental baggage or things are not in your head anymore. You know, you've let go of any past pain or hurts. And be prepared because a change is coming. And I think it's going to be a positive change. This could be the start of a relationship. It could be the start of something really great. But it's definitely a change is going to happen.
I think that's the big thing too. It's a change. This card is suggesting that either it is, as Banshee says, that you're going to need energy and need to rest. It could also mean too that maybe you're putting foresight into what this change is, as if you know what it is and you're going to plan for it. And part of that planning sort of is taken suggestion by the Four of Swords there. It's sort of like just moving aside to plan. With the Queen of Pentacles is just saying to me to check all your plans twice and thrice, that maybe this change really is moving you physically, and that would be what might be opening you up to an emotional change too, a locational thing or a logistics thing where you're at.
Yeah, so we'll see if anything like that shows up in the Lenormand. But again, it's kind of like with the Queen of Pentacles here too. There's this earth influence. There's there can be a health, physical influence. But here, and this is about rest and recuperation, and it can be about planning, sure, stepping back to plan. But I just get the feeling that when I'm thinking about this is more mental, emotional healing, I think, that needs to be done, because it does, affect our bodies too. So I do think you just need to be ready. Just prepare yourself in some way, because big changes are happening. And we can't always control what comes our way, what changes happen. We have to just be able to, accept it and work with it. So let me try the Lenormand here. Well, I don't know that you're moving because I have the anchor here. It's a tattoo on this card. It's kind of cute. So I have the anchor.
Yeah, I think it's more logistics, like just a different association.
And then the bouquet. And so, I think some change is coming that is going to bring happiness and joy with it. The bouquet is about something given, and if it's a relationship you're seeking, a lasting union, it's possible it could happen. I feel that whatever this is does have some staying power, some lasting implications here.
Right. I don't think it's a physical move away, but I think it's a logistical change. So, for example, if you're in a particular situation where you see a certain type of person or persons, maybe that would change and you would be in another situation where there are different people around or different experiences that you can have. So it's a logistics. It doesn't mean you've moved. It just means you're associating with different people or situations. And that's where I think this possibility would come through, or certainly this gift, that maybe there's an attention there coming to you. But I think it does represent the idea that this change brought that.
Well, overall, I think it's positive. It's kind of, it's weird. It's a little bit of a neutral positive reading, but it is definitely some positive change coming, and it's bringing some potential for, I feel, a lasting joy and happiness, and this was about love. So let's just say, I think something might be coming your way, Angel Mary. Hey,
all right, that's what we
have for you.
Thank you.
So good luck with that. And where am I? Hey, Estelle, did you ever show up?
Doesn't look like it.
If you did, you are up. Oh,
You're welcome.
Very welcome, Angel Mary. Thank you for that.
We'll be on again Sunday, 2
yeah,
to 4
you are
p.m.
next, Gina, because I'm thinking Estelle's not here, but let's give it a try. And if Estelle comes in, we could maybe do him after. Okay. Or after. Okay, so Gina, there's Estelle. Okay. We will do Estelle first and then Gina. So what's coming towards Estelle in love for the year? We will pick a deck that's right for you, Gina. Mr. O smiles. All right, let's do Estelle really quick here. And you may shuffle Mr. Uh-oh.
That's easy for you to say since that deck seems to be wider than the Karma Tarot.
Good luck, Mr. O.
And
where's my revenge?
Briefly, I'm going to mention that we did determine we will have a pop-up live stream, Past Lives and Past Loves, and that's going to be early-ish, Saturday morning, February 13th.
It's going to be 10 to 11:30 because Mr. O has to work that Saturday.
I have another engagement.
But we wanted to do it the day before Valentine's Day. What better time? So we'll be getting something out on Facebook and Twitter for that soon. But if you want to explore past lives with, hey, it doesn't have to be a love. It could be a family member. It could be a friendship that's really close. Just something to do with love and relationships. And if you shared a past life together, what was it like?
Okay, and this one's a cell?
Yep. What's this really interesting? You've got Princess of Cups reversed, and that's the page in this deck. And then you have the Princess of Coins, two princesses. This one is upright.
So that's also a page.
Yes, and then we have the Seven of Wands upright. Well, this is kind of a tough one. I get the feeling here that, something could possibly happen, but it may, that Princess of Cups reversed bothers me. It's almost as if I feel some relationship might develop and happen because of the Princess of Coins. And also the fact that it seems as though you're in a good spot right now as far as that goes, that it looks like the energies are on your side right now for something to happen in the relationship department. But the Princess of Cups almost makes me feel, do you think it's either off to a kind of disappointing start?
Right, there may be a maturity thing going on. Like maybe you might find that there's a number of things that are attractive, but maybe it's not the maturity level that you would expect. I think this is a person coming towards you, and I think that in other ways they might represent as somebody who has a strong character and really wants to get ahead, or stay ahead. But I have the feeling that maybe it's not like overall immaturity. It might just be more emotional maturity. So the idea might be that maybe they're not really acquainted with relationships, and so they might have a stiffness about them, or they may have preoccupations with other parts of their life, and they merge them a little bit.
Yeah. I really feel that the person this might be talking about is this Princess of Cups. And it could be a water sign. It could be somebody who is a water sign. And like you say, maybe a little bit immature or needs some growing up to do. And maybe that's the problem here, because you seem to be very grounded. I feel that you are the grounded one here in the relationship. And like, you may just have to set some ground rules in this relationship, and just lay it all out there, what your expectations are. There's nothing wrong with that. Laying it all out in the beginning might, avoid problems later.
So I guess it's time to try the Lenormand.
Indeed.
What deck is this again?
That is the Lover's Path.
Nice deck.
By Chris Walter. Except it's too fat for you.
Well, I do like the cards, though.
Yeah, they are.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. They're the ones that have some different names for some of the major arcana, so you can throw off a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Lenormand time. Whoops. I'm sorry.
Good deal.
I might look at that one just to see. Maybe I should keep it. I did that for a reason. I always draw from the top and the bottom. So we have the book here. Gonna meet him in the library. And look, it's the man card, or it's a partner card. So yeah, I don't know. Does this mean you meet him in a library, in a school, in an institution of some sort? Because I also drew that Tower card. It seems like it somehow does fit, doesn't it, Mr. O?
Well, to me, the book is always about finding something, finding out knowledge, turning the page on something. And not only that, but see, the gentleman or the person here, whether that represents an actual male or any other possibility towards someone coming towards you, has a spyglass or a telescope. So they're looking too. So it's like two people looking perhaps. And maybe if each are looking, then you just need to be in the right place. And so the Tower tends to represent institutions. So it could be a place you work at, it could be a place you worship at, it could be a place you shop at or have community, or a library where books are. But I had mentioned before that I think that was this reading. No, that was the other reading. The logistics.
Okay. Right,
yeah.
right. Yeah.
So really, I think it's about, the idea is though about, maybe finding them in some sort of actual entity that represents a structure. Maybe it's not physical structure. It could be a structure concept within the mind in a way.
Okay. That's a little obtuse for me, but I'll accept it.
Well, I mean like a community.
Oh.
Finding them within a community.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like a collective mind.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Did you already talk about that?
Those cards I did.
I guess you did. It was shorter than mine, wasn't it?
It was a little shorter because it was kind of cut and dry to me. I feel like it's possible that this could be an educational environment of some sort,
Yeah.
And just because the book is there, it doesn't have to be a library or school. It could be a museum. It
That
could
was
be
a
some
stretch, I
kind of
suppose.
cultural institution. So keep that in mind. And that's what we have for you, Acel. Hey,
All right.
good luck with that. That sounded pretty
Good luck,
good.
Acel.
And Gina and Sister Carol.
Alrighty, so I guess it's up to the Karma Music Tarot.
How's Carol feeling? Progressing. Okay.
I can't make fun of the Karma Music Tarot. You're welcome.
You are welcome, Acel. We didn't give any idea of timing on that, and I'm not sure what to say, but I think something's coming. Being that there were 2 pages.
I think it's by summer or through the summer.
I'd go with spring.
Okay, well,
I know the cards aren't quite there, but I just feel like the pages. How about end of spring? Let's compromise. No, let's.
and don't forget to watch Banshee's Material Matters on Sunday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, for your weekly Tarot Keys to Success in Business, Education, and Finance.
Okay, I am ready. There you go. All right, let's get a beat on Carol here.
Okay, the Ten of Swords
Reversed.
That's kind of interesting.
To lead with that, yeah.
And then the Sun reversed. And then the Devil reversed.
Well,
So this is an interesting mix.
it is absolutely interesting, and it shows some of what your sister Carol has been going through, clearly. When you have this Ten of Swords reversed, I like to think that what it's saying is that, the worst is behind her. That's what I'm hoping, at least the worst in some area, whether it's pain, whether it's, some of the worst effects from, her situation.
Yeah.
It seems like there's some light happening now. But then let's look at, do you want to go ahead on that? before we
No,
go to the sun?
I was going to say that it just felt really like the worst is over, that the most negative part of it in terms of the immediacy of that situation was reversed. So
But
there's a status quo of sorts.
that doesn't mean it's a perfect world. We have the sun reversed here. And I feel that, there may be some things that are still unclear, as to what the future holds. There may be some, lack of optimism here. But, it just may be that things are, recovery is slow. And it's going to continue that way.
Well, the sun reversed almost always means sort of a sense of guarded health. Mm-hmm. So the thing is there's a delicacy suggested by that, and I think it kind of ties into the next card.
Yes. But go ahead. I want you to go ahead, but
I don't remember if you said this. I thought it was clear, but I think that there's
I didn't say anything yet on that.
No, I mean Gina,
okay.
In previous conversations, that this could represent finally being able to release from some of the physical things, the machineries that are extending or that are helping, like getting off of a ventilator or things like that. So I'm wondering if it could mean that, like just sort of removing some of that stuff there, being free to that. And I think it's in a good way, but still the prognosis would be like there will be a healing going on.
Yeah, the Devil reversed is overcoming something, breaking free from something that has been restrictive and confining. So I do feel, this could even possibly indicate at some point leaving, the hospital. I assume she's still in the hospital and not, she might end up going into, say, a rehab facility for a while, but it looks like something is happening here, ultimately, that looks like breaking free from restriction.
Yes, and I see you, K-Dash, and it is not too late. And thank you for your comments too, Gina. Mm-hmm. Right. I think the only thing that's certain is that the health situation is going to be fragile. But the progress will be being able to get rid of some of the technology or impediments that are kind of necessary at this time, just sort of releasing some of that. So that's what I think that means. So we're going to throw the Lenormand now.
Wow. Well, you know what? Keep hope alive, Gina. We have the Stork here, which the Stork is change, and usually of the positive variety, depending on what cards it comes with.
No, this reading.
And
you didn't mean
what better
that.
cards could it come with than the stars,
Mm-hmm.
So I would just say keep hope alive. I feel like, there may even be powers from the other side that are trying to assist in some way, to transform and make changes here for whatever is in Carol's best interests. I feel that this is positive and hopeful, that something will be resolved in a positive manner.
I won't sully this with my scorpionic thoughts. I'll just say I totally agree with the Banshee.
So it just looks really positive.
Absolutely.
And I hope for the best, of course. Good luck with good luck to Carol.
Good luck to Carol.
And Aries Fire, are you here or are you not here? Because you could get a reading if you wanted. I know you won one. Hey, Patton. Welcome.
Hi, Patton.
Are you here for a reading? We only have, you'd be the third one on the list at this point.
We dropped off of the social charts for everyone's Thursday evening.
Well, it is what it is right now. So I think Aries Fire is not here is my guess. But they've got a reading from us that they won today. So Divine You, what do you see my journey in my new job and life overall? That's the spirit. It's your new job. Yay.
Very cool.
You want your cards? I did mine last.
Oh,
wait,
no.
No.
Do you have the right deck?
Do we want to try the complicated deck?
Sure.
Okay.
I see.
Okay. Wow, Patney, what's with these iPhones and pacemakers? Not that I have one, but that's kind of a strange thing there. Warnings that are going out for pacemaker people.
Oh, don't worry about that. I was tickled pink that you commented on the prediction one. Hey, don't I get to?
No. Yeah, for those who watched our Super Bowl prediction, I don't know. It was a little sketchy to me this time because there was a little bit of contradiction there. I still feel definitely that the...
Wait, you don't want to give it away and people haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, that's right. Why should I say anything?
Yeah,
watch the video.
Watch it.
Watch
the
video.
Super Bowl predictions 2021.
Some salesman I am. I don't know. Well, I hope so too. Remember, part of our readings, we're talking about that money issue, so I hope that does not turn into an issue.
The journey in your new job and life overall.
Wow, well, we got the 3 of Wands. Hey, you have the wrong camera up. We have the 3 of... The roses are wands in this deck. Oh, and then we have the devil upright. Well, and then we have the 5 of shells, which as you see there, they have a word on the card. It says disappointment. Gee, all this waiting. What do I got to tell you? Do you want to go first or do you want me?
Well, there's going to be opportunities there, but it seems to be balanced by this card that says disappointments, and that's obviously the 5 of Cups.
Yeah.
But remember, too, that the 5 of Cups says that not all is lost, that there may be things that are still around that will be there, and you just have to be aware of them. Now, the devil on this card says seduction, so whether that applies or not, and whether that applies in a mental or a physical or in a different sort of sense, I think the key idea here is mostly just a lack of judgment or just being possibly open to a judgment that you will possibly regret. So I don't know that that pertains to the job. I think it pertains more to the journey within the job. So it may be that what I feel these two cards are balancing factions within the network that you may have to deal with. And I sort of picked up on some of this before in a way.
I feel as though that with the Three of Wands, that it's indicating that, as far as the journey with this job goes, it's a journey trying to obtain what you desire, out of this job. I don't know whether it's like the, the how should I say this? The aspirations, the goals, that you are driven to in the workplace, or if it's related to financial. And it seems as though there is something that really does draw you into this journey. You might almost become too obsessed, with the work and with moving forward on this job. And that obsession of trying to gain more in some way could lead to disappointment, could lead to feeling like you're either not getting everything you feel you deserve, or you're not getting the challenges, that you were hoping for out of the job. So it could be something like that. And I guess that's what I was thinking of here, that this work, this job, it's going to take some time, but at some point you're going to start feeling like you're really driven to succeed on this job. But once you do, you feel like there's not either enough challenge for you, or you're not being compensated enough for it. You feel unsatisfied.
Or the things that you might have to leave behind in order to keep on that path.
So I think this path is, it could be a long one for you, but if you become too immersed and obsessed with it at the expense of other things, in your life, you have to judge at some point if it's worth it. And that's what I think, like of any job, really. This job might end up being a springboard to something else eventually.
It seems like there's a lot of opportunity there, and I think Banshee has made me see this in a different light, that you will be called to really utilize literally all of your talents.
Got it. Well, you might feel that, Divine You. You might be, as you work there, some of these issues might become more of an issue to you. Well, and again, I think, in some ways, you're very well suited for this job. You have the Fox card here. You're very well suited for this. You have what it takes to succeed here. And, you really kind of love the work. I mean, there's no doubt about it. You could commit yourself here for some time. My advice to you is, though, a job is not a person's life. It's just try to maintain that perspective and balance in your life.
Right. Some of this is about your appreciation inwardly for how well you see you've been able to get what you want. You're rewarding yourself mentally for some of the work you've done, the cleverness or thought you put into all of these activities. And so the point, I guess, would be that at some point you just make the commitment to keep enjoying that, or do you sit back and consider, where changes could be made to make your life more loving?
And yeah, you mentioned the client here. I mean, this is obviously what it could be too, is somebody you work for or with, you're going to have a very harmonized partnership with. You'll be able to work together well. So that's another thing that this combination right here could indicate. So, looks good, Divine You. Definitely.
Absolutely. Congratulations.
Okay, so Patton did not need a reading, but Austin did. Hey, Austin.
Austin, you're next.
You are next because we are low on people tonight.
When does that happen?
Yeah, I know. This is going to be a real early night. Unless somebody else just happens to pop in. Well, this deck is pretty nice. That was okay. I didn't mind using it.
It was okay. I liked it. I felt inspired by it. Oh, that's right, K-Dash.
Oh,
you are on the list
K-Dash
too.
All right, K-Dash, after Austin, we'll get to you. Sorry about that. We missed you.
You can absolutely get a love reading.
Thanks, Divine You.
Did you want to answer that?
Which one? I didn't hear you call me if you did. I don't even know when you came in.
I mentioned it live, but you probably didn't write it down when I mentioned it.
Oh dear, was that way back when? Yeah, I see
We
it.
did not communicate. I
Sorry about
acknowledged
that,
you.
K-Dash, but we will get to you in
And
a few.
Hopefully. 'Cause
Thankfully, we have not, a lot
you
of
could be
people.
next if Austin
Yeah,
didn't
Austin,
show
what
up.
happened to you? Type your question. Don't keep us waiting, otherwise we'll move on.
But we know you want a love reading case, so I think we can do that.
Gonna use your mermaid deck?
Why, yes. Austin.
Austin! I'll type the name, and then if not... No, I'm off my game today, Mr. O. I'm sorry.
Well, let's go ahead with K-Dash.
Yeah, okay, K-Dash, we're going to go ahead with your reading, and Austin will get you right after.
Well, I hope you feel better.
Uh-oh. That's not good, Padden.
Look
I'm
again.
sure I've been there more than once in my day.
Look again.
Oh! Boy, is the way it's happening tonight. What is going on?
It's Mercury retrograde. Okay,
It must be.
Austin, we may have a bad connection, but we decided we were going to do a quick love reading, or
For
not so quick one,
K-Dash,
for
because
K-Dash.
K-Dash was
And
actually
you're next with the
here
spirit reading.
before you, so we
Right.
will go ahead and do that, and then we'll do a spirit reading for you.
So it'll just be a matter of a few moments.
Yep.
Honest.
We'll try.
But we know, so we can record it for you at any rate.
Sorry for the confusion, and yeah, of course, why didn't I
I'm blaming Mercury.
Why did I not factor in Mercury retrograde? Good grief. Well, you take a rest, Pat, and take care of yourself, okay?
Hope you feel better.
And thanks for stopping in. Okay. Love for K-Dash.
Queen of Wands.
Whoa.
Upright.
Okay.
We're off to a start.
There's a start.
Knight of Swords.
Upright.
Upright. Seven of Wands. Reverse.
Oh, it's reversed this time.
May I?
Wow, we've been getting
May
it
I?
in a minute. We've been getting it a lot today. Go ahead.
I'm wondering if some of this is about your feelings or possible intended feelings about how vulnerable you do appear, you do not want to appear, you do want to appear. It's about vulnerability, I think. I think that you're not necessarily likely to want to be always vulnerable because you're more like that Queen of Wands who's more in control and understands your magnetic attraction, your ability to attract to you. Having said all of that, maybe what you need is somebody who represents as, I don't want to say aggressive, I'm not sure, assertive. Somebody who is as assertive and as forceful in certain ways, a partner or an interest like that. I'm not necessarily going with gender roles or any of that, so you can, contextualize as you need. Did I go in too long?
No,
Was it good?
it was good. I've just got some other thoughts here.
Okay.
And, oh yeah, obviously, Kate Dash, you are the Queen of Wands here. You are very attractive towards somebody and magnetic. Somebody is going to be drawn to you. And I believe it's this air sign guy, the Knight of Swords, I feel like if it's not an air sign, it's somebody with those qualities that he himself mentioned. Somebody who's a bit on the dominant side, assertive side, but very, very fair-minded individual. Just somebody who wants to, how should I say, cut to the chase.
Well, they're a match for you.
Yeah, but also I want to address the Seven of Wands here because I feel like this is something that could really throw you for a loop in a way. Maybe you were not expecting this kind of attraction to happen the way it did. There's something that kind of throws you off your queenly pedestal there, and maybe that you weren't quite prepared for. Don't let the Knight of Swords rush you into anything.
Well, it may be ultimately, because I said, the sense of vulnerability, do you want to feel it? Should you try to feel it?
Gina.
Maybe, bye Gina, maybe it's more really about the idea that when this chemistry begins to happen, the real question is, how do you control your sense of vulnerability versus not vulnerability? Everybody wants to protect their heart in certain ways.
Oh, the Lenormand, yes.
The Lenormand.
It's kind of interesting there, K-Dash. So I don't know if you're actually in a relationship now with such a person, or is this something that you've got coming, but somebody is coming.
Yeah, I think it's coming for sure. That Knight of Swords is always moving in.
Well, get yourself out there. We got the birds here, a lot of chattering going on, a lot of maybe meeting with people. It could be networking on social media, through some groups that maybe you belong to, something like that. And that is the key. The key to making this happen is how you get yourself out there.
Well, it's interesting because, of course, the key looks like an automobile key.
It does.
And so I'm going to say that maybe there's a suggestion of drive, the energy or the move or the momentum, to
It could
be
look
there.
like a house key, too.
I guess it could, but to me it looks
that.
more like a GM key.
Maybe.
General Motors, we call them. At any rate, I agree mostly with the Banshee. I think that clearly, although this seems to talk about what is coming towards you, what will be happening, this may be talking about the underpinning of that your involvement with the social gatherings that you are able to go to, or the social mediums you are able to, are the key for this situation.
Connection to occur. Yeah, it's funny because, we talked earlier about connecting in a different way. This one is a connection that's out there, and it's like we talked about the one with the institution,
Ah, yeah, right.
And this
for,
one
Angel
seems
Mary.
to be through groups or social activities of some sort. Hey, good
So
luck
that's what
with
we
that,
have for you.
Kate Dash. We're on Austin. So, Austin, I hope you're still here. We're
Spirit
going
reading.
with the spirit reading either way.
What do you got for that?
I guess I'll use the Tarot Sutra.
Alrighty. So thanks, K-Dash. I hope that was helpful.
Good luck with that. Sounds like something's brewing in the old love universe.
So Mr. O has changed the set to a Valentine-themed, reddish theme.
Yeah, so nice.
Isn't it?
It is.
Mhm.
It's lush looking, Mr. O.
I wanted it to be more lighter red, but it didn't come out
I like
quite
it.
that way. Thank you.
I
You are
like-
welcome, K-Dash. Happy Super Tarot Love Month.
Let's hope it is.
All right, this one's for Austin. The spirit reading.
Oh, and this time we got all reversed cards, Austin.
Wow.
So we got the Two of Cups reversed. That says the unexpected proposal, but it's reversed. We got the Queen of Swords reversed. And we got the Queen of Wands.
Which we just had.
I know, and the
yeah.
other cards reversed. All right. So this is a spirit reading, a message from spirit. I think just by looking at this, I feel like right now they're not coming through very clearly. It seems as though there's a disconnect here. They want to try to find a way to connect with you more.
Something doesn't harmonize at this time. It could be what's going on in the stars. There's so much going on. It's far more than just Mercury retrograde. If we're talking about spirit that you actually have been involved with before, it may be that just your sense of intuition isn't quite up right now. Maybe the energies just aren't right with everything that's going on. But I also wonder, too, if some of this involves your own choices in the matter, that maybe spirit feels you are more drawn to areas in your life where you need to dominate rather than consider what spirit's message is for you.
Okay, that's interesting. And I just sense here that they want you to put more effort into opening the lines of communication directly with them. I almost feel like, we can talk about spirit and what they have to say. And if I am, I feel like that's what they're trying to tell you, is that, there are ways that they could come directly to you. And maybe you need to meditate more. You need to visualize more. You need to try to do some lucid dreaming and see if you can't connect, with spirit.
Well, the Queen of Wands is often felt to be the magnetic personality or essence. It draws things to them. So it's reversed here. So it is indicating that kind of sense that that's not as well honed, or it's not as working as it should be. And so I think that's part of it, is that you need to figure out what those ways are you resonate or magnetize more to the concept of spirit. Some of this could just be, like we said, the meditative practices, but there may be more deeper practices that you'll want to do. Maybe, I don't know why, but because of the sense of flowering that the wands gives, I'm thinking that if you're not much of a person for plants or gardening, maybe you want to try to have a plant around you, though, and that you want to feed it your energy as well as the other nutrients that you normally would. And that idea of the life that grows is going to help you resonate more to spirit.
Were you looking at what I drew there?
No, I wasn't. Is this a BAM moment?
I've got the tree.
Oh, I was totally thinking that Austin needs a house plant.
And I got the bouquet of flowers. And so, basically, Austin, there's a couple things here. The message from Spirit might be right now is to grow your gifts. The bouquet is about gifts. You have spiritual gifts as well, and you need to tend to them and grow them. The tree indicates here that you could grow some strong roots and connections if you tried. And I know it's hard now with, all the restrictions and all the things going on, but sometime too, if you can connect with other like-minded people and maybe join a meditation group or some group that works with spirit communication, that might be worth your while, or to take a course or two. So whatever it takes, I think they're indicating here you have a gift here if you grow your spirituality.
I think my point, though, is still valid. I think that
Get a house plant?
Having something growthful around you and something that you sort of communicate with in your own way, whatever way that is. No, I don't expect you to pray to it or anything like that. But the idea of you being involved in in giving it life or helping it nurture. I just think that would be an important resonance to have, and I think that that would resonance into spirit too. All right.
Very good. Hey, that's what we have for you, Austin. I hope that helped. Good luck. And
Is there anyone else here?
Is there anybody else we missed? I don't think so. I think everybody has flown the coop, literally, Mr. O.
Do you got a reading there of how many are in?
I got 2 on my screen.
That would be me and you, possibly.
Well, I'm sure Austin's still here. So, we might just call it a night.
We may indeed.
It's always great to read for people, and we're here usually till 9, but if there's not enough to read for, we will move on.
So how about doing me a yes or no?
Okay.
How successful will we be, and I don't even know how I want to define success,
Well, yes or no.
with Super Tarot... Oh, wait, yes or no. Will Super Tarot Love Month be successful?
Well, in what way? How do you define success? Getting
More subscribers.
Okay, YouTube subscribers. Do you want me to say that, or subscribers in general?
Will we get more YouTube subscribers by the end of this month?
Okay. Let's see.
We got 2 today, I guess, eh?
We did. I don't know. I was so surprised to see that. Keeps going up and down. It was 232, then it was 234. I don't know. You're welcome, Austin.
Hope you liked it.
Good luck with that.
I think over this last so many months, the quality, well, not the quality, but we have had more questions about spirit, spirit survival, spirit energies than we've ever had.
In past lives.
Past lives, that too.
Do we ever write down that one past life way we were doing things? Because I'm not sure I did. Gosh, I could save some of this stuff. What's wrong?
No, but I'll have to talk with you because I have some ideas for our pop-up.
Oh, okay. Very good.
Excuse me, I'm all burpy.
Okay, Mr. O, let's see if we will. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
One more is some more. That's the spirit. Here's the caveat.
Oh, it's not bad, though. Look at that. We've got 2
It's actually
aces.
pretty good. So what is that 5 of Cups
We have
reversed?
the Ace of Wands. You think that's a bad thing? And then we have the Ace of Pentacles.
I'm asking you what
reversed.
you think it is.
Oh, I think it is that we're moving on. We're moving on to even better things because that's more opportunities. So maybe more opportunities for growth or, you know, for joy will come out of Super Tarot Love Month. It's leaning towards, yes, we could get more subscribers.
That's what we want.
And that's what we want. Woohoo! So, anyway, for anybody who's left, thanks for coming to the show and watching today. And we're going to sign off and see you on Sunday, 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget Mr. O's Emotional Exchanges tomorrow. And my show on Sunday morning. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye for now.